We all know someone with immense potential, someone smart, articulate, and full of ambition, who remains entirely stagnant year after year. Individuals with half their natural ability frequently lap them because they refuse to settle into the modern comfort trap. This engineered passivity makes scrolling through other people's successes feel more rewarding than building your own. This stagnation stems from a deep-rooted misunderstanding of how we actually take action. Most people live their lives according to a psychological timeline that is actually designed to fail. This is the motivation myth. It's the belief that you must first feel an emotion, like inspiration or readiness, to trigger an action. That action then builds confidence, eventually leading to success. Waiting for an emotional spark before starting the work guarantees a life of stagnation. Inspiration is an unreliable visitor, not a fuel source. To change your trajectory, you have to invert this entire process. High performers operate on the action inversion principle. They start moving before the emotion arrives. They've discovered that motivation isn't a prerequisite for work, it's a byproduct of it. This works because your brain is a ruthless adaptation machine. It doesn't care about your New Year's resolutions or your late-night intentions. It only responds to the physical patterns you repeat every day. Repeating excuses makes your brain adapt to a lack of friction, hardwiring procrastination into your core identity. But forcing action through discipline rewires that exact feedback loop. You instruct your brain to adapt to challenge, building a success-driven identity. Success is the mechanical output of these daily repetitions. It is the result of forced discipline becoming an automated habit. These internal loops are heavily influenced by your environment. Your brain reflects the spaces you inhabit and the information you let in. Consuming negativity and low-ambition content limits your thinking. Conversely, focusing on financial education and business strategy provides your brain with the raw materials needed to expand your goals. Even with the right environment, the fear of failing can stop momentum entirely. A poor mindset views failure as a signal that they lack talent and should quit. Winners remove the emotion from the equation. They treat failure as objective data, feedback that tells them exactly how to adjust their strategy for the next attempt. This shift creates true confidence, which is essentially a ledger of evidence. It is a measurable history of keeping difficult promises to yourself. Every early morning and every finished task is a new line of proof in that ledger. By reframing failure as data and systematically stacking these daily wins, you manufacture your own confidence. You aren't waiting to feel brave. You are looking at the evidence that you can execute. This psychological architecture is becoming the primary filter for the next decade. As digital distraction becomes more immersive and engineered, the cost of a passive mindset grows. In this environment, natural talent is no longer the primary separator. A genius who cannot control their attention will be consistently outperformed by someone average who can maintain deep focus. The ultimate competitive advantages in 2026 are emotional control and the ability to protect your focus from the attention economy. The majority of people will allow their focus to be stolen, remaining trapped in a cycle of comparison. The few who master the inversion principle, taking action regardless of emotion, will dominate their industries. Your future reality is the inevitable result of these daily architectural choices. Master your mind and you dictate the outcome of the next decade.